Hello Body and Soul community, my name is Lyric. I'm an educator here and a local farmer, here to unpack today's market box. This is an example of some of the food that will be going out at our market today, Friday, at no cost. Of course, this is not all of the food that's going out today. I know we have, for example, local peaches heading out. We have lots of local lettuce, local greens, local herbs, and I'm sure you'll find some other surprises in your box as well. So let's dive into what I have and see how we can best enjoy this food. I have a loaf of bread. We also have lots of local bread going out today from Annie's Bakery. I have a big, beautiful head of lettuce. Look at that color. This came from Balsam Gardens, just past Old Fort. We have so much Balsam Garden lettuce going out today, which is really exciting. You can check out my video for lettuce beyond salads, ways you can enjoy lettuce like lettuce wraps, lettuce pesto, some certain types of lettuce you can actually cook, like firmer head lettuce. I think we actually have some of that going out from Balsam Gardens, so make sure to enjoy this beautiful local lettuce. I have 2 zucchini. These would be great for zucchini fritters or zucchini muffins. You can find the recipes and the video for that on the Facebook page. Zucchini can be eaten raw or cooked. It's actually a great source of vitamin C, and you want to store this in your fridge and eat it before it gets soft. I have a bag of local garlic scapes. These came from Living Web Farms. It comes with a recipe already written up right on it so that you know how to enjoy it. I'm going to open it up and see what these look like. So these are the garlic scapes in my bag. You can see they're they're kind of this crazy, curly, kooky thing. So this is actually the flower stalk that's developing from the garlic plant. Look how long this is, which would set seed if you allowed it to mature. But farmers don't want to do that because it takes energy away from the garlic bulb, which is growing underground. So they go ahead and cut off these scapes. And then they're also nutritious and delicious as well. They have lots of fiber. They have a delicious kind of like garlicky chive flavor, but really their own thing going on. So I invite you to try garlic scapes. You can check out the recipe that came on your bag and let me know what you think. Organic tofu from Sunny Creek Farm. This is extra firm tofu. I did a tofu 101 video you can find on the Facebook page to learn how to enjoy this food. It is a complete protein. It's a great plant-based source of protein. It has lots of vitamins and minerals in there, and it's really versatile. You can use it in a lot of different recipes, so I encourage you to experiment with tofu. Feel free to reach out if you have questions. And you want to store this in the fridge, just in the package that it's in. If you open it and use part of it, you could store it in a Tupperware in the fridge. Speaking of plant-based protein, we have some Conrad Cluck. This is local, no evil foods, plant-based chicken. I did a video as well on all of our no evil food products that we give out at market, so you can learn how to cook this, because it can be a little confusing, a little intimidating at first, like what is a plant-based meat? But this is made of beans, and it does have gluten. That's where a lot of the protein comes from, right? But it's completely plant-based, and it actually has a flavor that's really similar to that of animal meat. I actually have heard some folks that feed it to their families, and their families actually don't even notice that it's not real meat. Someone told me that at the markets. So check it out, experiment, and you can store this in the fridge. It'll last just a couple weeks, and then if you need it to last longer than that, you can put it in the freezer and it'll last a few months there. I have a head of broccoli. Broccoli is also a highly versatile vegetable, can be eaten raw or cooked. I prefer it cooked myself. I love like steamed broccoli in like a rice dish, a curry dish. Broccoli has a lot of calcium and iron and fiber, and it's a really hearty vegetable to eat. So I find it like a very satisfying vegetable to eat. Like I fill up when I eat something like broccoli. So you can store this in your fridge. You might want to take it out of the plastic if you notice there's some moisture in there, because that'll cause it to go bad a little bit quicker. You put this in a Tupperware or eat it immediately. I have some pears. We sent out so many pears at market on Tuesday. If you were there, you might remember me going car to car handing out pears, so I'm excited to see more pears. Pears are a great source of folate and copper, both of which are essential to create your cells, build your cells, strengthen your cells in all different systems of your body. You can store pears at room temperature. I prefer to store them in the fridge. I just find that they attract fruit flies. If there's even like a little, scrape or bruise on them, I just feel like they're a magnet for a fruit fly. So I always put them in the fridge. You can eat them when they're a little firmer or when they get a little soft. Some varieties of pears don't get that soft, so if you're waiting and waiting and waiting for this pear to soften, it might not be the variety that gets really soft and gushy. Some pears are bred to be firmer. I have some russet potatoes. Russet potatoes have a thicker, firmer skin than some other types of potatoes, like the red potatoes that we've seen at market. So this is great for roasting to get like that crispy texture in the skin. That would be really delicious. You can also add it to soups. I've been really into like hash browns lately, which you can totally make at home, and they can be a little bit healthier than like fried hash browns, from a fast food place or something like that, because then you have control over what's going into your food, right? So you can store these at room temperature or in a cooler, dark place like in a pantry or a cabinet, and they'll keep for quite some time. If they start to get eyes, you can just cut them off. As long as the flesh inside isn't like dark or funky and the flesh outside isn't green, then you're good to go. Last but not least, I have a few yellow onion. Onion are a great, just really powerful flavor agent in most things that you would cook that are savory. And our nutritionist Abby also tells us that if you chop your onion at least 30 minutes prior to cooking it or adding it to your dish and just let it sit in a bowl chopped, then you're actually going to be activating more of those enzymes that help with like digestive processes and help your body absorb the nutrients of the onion. So you could try that out next time you chop some onion. Here is all the food that was in my market box today, Friday, June 12th. Hope this video was helpful. Feel free to comment with how you're going to enjoy this food. See you next time.